Set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons.
Way good to kick off for Atlanta.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
That's good.
A huge play there right off the bat. 42 yards. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early. And, of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cook. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook on the toss left. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The gun. They'll look to throw. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. A run there with Cook on 1st down, but it won't net him much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up.
At the 22-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run. Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
A.J. Terrell on the tackle. That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up the 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they move the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordarrelle Patterson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He was brought down by
the success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Ryan. And he finds his tight end, Graham. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
a gain of
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the Vikings' 42-yard line.
From the shotgun, Ryan. From the left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
And the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. That goes for a gain of 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and this will come out to the 25 as Osborne elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down now, it's Cook. And some room to work. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 25-yard line. A big play there out of Cook, 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Down at the 19-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Complete to Cook. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Brings up 4th down and less than a yard.
Running for it. Here's Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Dalvin Cook turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan airing it out, looking for, he's got a man, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 42 yards. Play action. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's Patterson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4, Ryan buying time to his left. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Patterson complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Ryan. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing again, Ryan. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays? Getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And turn it. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing out. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. These guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half.
Ryan's pass intercepted. They'll take over first down and goal at the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll throw now on the final play. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They go play action now. Ryan. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block?
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have broken our tie. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
17. Vikings 10. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The tackle there by Fabian Moreau. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's able to get this up to the 37.
Watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They run again on first down. Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 12-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And it's complete, right back to Ridley. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
9 yards.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. Play action. Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have broken our tie. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, here's the run with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
On the carry.
Grady Jarrett on the tackle there. Remember how he emerged in the Super Bowl against New England? Continues to step his play up. Was a Pro Bowler for the first time after 2019.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give them 29 yards. On the carry, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Barkevious Mingo in that time on the tackle.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did. Division III football.
pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Falcons 31, Vikings 17. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. First down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
He's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Deron Harmon. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The kickoff for Atlanta.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And the kick is good, but obviously it won't matter. As they're going to go down in defeat here, this one's over. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for nothing.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the really need to kick the extra point.
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Atlanta, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And now they'll head to the bye week as he'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.